Billibatt Productions presents the Ohlone Mysteries.
We have almost a ton of recycling to dispose of. Can you handle that?
That's not a problem. We have 3 separate operations this quarter.
Oh, 3?
The beach cleanup, the wetlands, and the South Shore.
How did you get the South Shore?
With all the downsizing, the Ohlone Island government is eager to help volunteer organizations recoup any subsidies they used to receive from the government. And of course, the cutbacks from the local parks and public works departments.
Oh, I see. So you've got free labor.
No, it's not free. The scouts and programs involved receive quite a large sum for their efforts.
That's almost $25,000 worth of recycling. It's not going to raise questions? What's your take in this?
I don't take anything. This is for the community.
You're going to hide $25,000 worth of recycling in 3 area cleanups?
We've been doing this for 3 years now. All of a sudden you're worried about the look of it. Is there something you're not telling me?
No. When can we expect to pick up?
Half of it, I can pick it up this Friday evening. And in a week, Friday, same time.
All right, let's get it done.
Plopped down in the middle of the San Francisco Bay sits Ohlone Island, with its quiet streets, Victorian homes, and well-behaved palm trees. A positively idyllic setting teeming with mystery.
Annie, come in. How do I let you suck me into these things? It's 6 a.m. Can't we take a second shift or something?
How can you say no, Lorna? You saw the news article. The island government is cutting back all resources. Trash pickup, recycling, emergency services, parks department. Seriously, everybody has to do their part now.
But why'd you pick beach cleanup? Can we do a shift at the library? That's what Sally's doing.
We're going to be late. Are you coming?
Yes. Let me find some boots here. Where's Tim, by the way?
He has to get his acupuncture at 8:30. He can't make it.
It's just the 2 of us?
I'm afraid so.
Wait a minute. That means we'll have a whole acre to clean up by ourselves. That'll take half the day.
I know, but I was hoping maybe some of the groups would have extra people who could work with us.
Oh, dude. That woman Betty, the one in charge of the cleanup, she's a total lunatic. The minute we show up with 2 people, she's going to start yelling at us.
I know. I tried to get people to help us, but no one likes her.
Then how does she get people to help out?
Well, all the scout groups get a kickback for the recycling money that's brought in, and some people get credits for community work programs.
What community work programs?
I don't know, for like people in rehab or on parole or something.
They're matching parolees and scout groups in the same programs?
I don't know, maybe it's an outreach program, I don't know. Do you think she'll have coffee for us?
No. You better stop and get some. So, some of the people here are getting money for their time and effort?
I guess so. It said something about proceeds from the recycling benefiting the various islands' kids clubs, like 4-H and music programs, stuff like that.
So it's offsetting the money the city used to put up for things?
Yeah.
Welcome to Drive-By Shooting. Can I take your order?
2 large coffees, please, with espresso shots.
Would you like some pastries with your shots for an extra $2?
No, just the coffee, thanks.
That'll be $5.27 at the next window.
So a charity is funding the charities?
I guess so.
Who decides which charities get money?
I guess whoever brings volunteers.
Well, that's not fair.
Sure it is.
How are old people supposed to benefit? Are they going to send out volunteers at 7 a.m. in 40-degree weather to do hard labor?
Maybe they could send proxies.
And what about the mentally ill? Are they going to be wandering around naming the trash, streaking about singing sea chants? That would be a nightmare. How are they going to benefit?
Lorna, stop. I don't know.
And what about the animal shelters?
Lorna!
Okay, but I'm just saying.
Drink your coffee.
Team Earhart, where are you? You have Area 7. Where's Team Earhart?
Right here.
Where's the rest of you?
Right here.
You have to have 4 to a team. Did you not read that when you signed up?
Our teammates have the flu.
Well, what are you going to do, Team Earhart? Now we have a section that won't be cleaned.
We can still do it. We were hoping maybe some of the other teams might be able to spare someone.
You didn't have alternates?
I can help them. We have 2 extra. We got it, Betty. No problem.
Now, how many are missing from your group?
No one's missing. We've got extra people. We're good.
Okay then. Team Earhart, your rakes are waiting. Team 56A troop. Very good.
Thank you so much. We didn't realize this would be such a burden.
I'm Chuck, and I don't think it's a problem at all.
Oh, I'm Annie, and this is Lorna.
Hi.
Hi, nice to meet you.
I brought some gloves if you need a pair.
No, I'm good. I'll just get these bags for us.
Here's a rake.
Thanks, here are some gloves.
Ooh, good call. Thanks.
I'm glad our Area 7 is away from Betty.
Yeah, Betty's a big old bitch. She's like the organic bitch. She could start a recycle, reuse, and re-bitchery. She's got a bitchy waste. She commits bitchocide.
Here you go. Area 7, right?
Yeah.
At least that's out of screaming distance.
You too?
Yeah, Betty's always like that. But she holds the purse strings.
What purse strings?
Her husband owns a recycling company.
Ohlone Industries?
No, EcoScrap. They do the recycling for these cleanups.
Eco-scrap? I thought they handled industrial recycling, manufacturing.
Yeah, but this is Betty's pet project. So I'm sure hubby worked something out for her.
Hubby?
So only the non-profit groups that donate time get the funding?
Yeah.
Wow. Is it really worth the effort?
Well, we've got a scout troop, so it's part of their community and badge work. But it's such a big moneymaker for us. It funds all the outings for the boys. Like last year, our older troop went to Europe for 6 days.
But how would other nonprofits benefit? You know, those who physically can't contribute. Their funding gets cut as well. And if they're physically or mentally unable to help, then they really lose out.
Lorna.
No, you're right. I never thought of that. Aside from a few other donation drives on the island, this is one of the biggest moneymakers.
Do you think it's too late to ask if Team Earhart's efforts be donated to a specific charity or nonprofit?
I don't know. You'll have to ask. But there are 2 more of these cleanups scheduled for next month. If you don't mind, I'd like to have our boys organize themselves into groups to work on behalf of those nonprofits. A few of the boys may be able to earn some Eagle Scout credits out of this.
Well, that's fine for the other 2 cleanups, but I'd like to make sure that...
Shh, here she comes. Start raking.
Hey, Team Earhart. You'll be here all day. Less chatting and more working.
Betty, can you come here? I want to stick my foot up here.
I'm just going to rake. Raking, see?
Well, are you confused? Put the trash and dog poop in the white bags, the recycling in the blue then.
No, Betty, I've got that. I just found out the money from the recycling goes to nonprofits and charities, and I was wondering whether, Team Earhart could earmark their contribution today to a nonprofit.
Only groups who actually help out by donating their time and effort can earmark their portion. You can't just have groups claim a stake in the work others do.
But we're not. See Troop 56 over there? They're working for their troop, and all I'm suggesting is that our group here, Team Earhart, is working on behalf of another group who can't be here. We'd like our portion to go to a separate charity than Troop 56.
First of all, Team Earhart here is 2 people, and what you are suggesting is that we take Troop 56's portion, a group of 17, I might add, and divide it up as if you've done as much work. Second of all, this should have been worked out when you signed up. Remember your release forms that you filled out, and now you want to create a whole lot of work, not only on this site, but when we get all this back to the offices. I don't think so. Nice try. You should have been more organized. Don't waste my time.
No fucking way. She just talked to me like I'm some fucking flunky. That hairy bitch from hell. Oh, and hell no, like I was looking for a fucking handout. What a line of bullshit. I'm out here freezing my fucking ass off.
So sorry.
Come on, Chuck, let's get the trash out of the way.
Fuck you fucking bitch from hell, you goddamn cocksucking motherfucking asshole.
Chuck was nice.
He belongs to a discriminatory group.
Really? Which one?
Scouts. They were granted the right to discriminate under the Freedom of Speech Act. Since then, state governments have been pulling their charity status.
But I thought they were supposed to act as community leaders and good citizens and stuff like that.
You'd think.
That's too bad. I liked Chuck.
I smell something fishy.
Me too. We're going to have to wash off our boots.
No, with Betty.
You were just mad because she told you to stick it.
Yes. She did, didn't she?
You're gonna do something to her, aren't you?
Yes. But what? I need a plan. Chuck seemed to know a lot about her.
I thought you didn't like Chuck.
I didn't say I didn't like him. I said he belonged to a group that practices discrimination.
Oh, I don't get that.
Whatever. If she's in charge of the donations to nonprofits, shouldn't that be on public record somewhere?
That's a question for Sally, I think.
Didn't Chuck say his group was helping with all 3 of the cleanups?
Yes, he did.
Why don't you come in for some brunch?
Thanks, I think I will.
Well, what if we tagged along with his group as a thank you for helping ours out?
Oh, that's a good idea. That would be nice.
That way we could find out just what Betty is really up to.
Lorna, she's doing something good for the environment and the community. Yeah, she's a nightmare, but maybe she's had to be. Maybe other people have had their hand out, kind of like you did today with the donation misunderstanding, and she's had to protect this thing from turning into a circus.
What?
Well, only so many charities can get help from one drive. I think she set it up fairly, and like Chuck said, now that he realizes it, he can divide his groups up to help others.
You don't think it's odd that her husband owns an industrial recycling plant that handles the piddly amount of recycling that this brings in, and then a whole scout troop gets to go to Europe on the proceeds?
Well, maybe they earned it. Maybe the husband's recycling company donated it to them as well.
Do you know how much money is received from one recycled can? About 2 cents. Or to go to Europe, about 2,500,000 cans per person. Even if there's only 6 people in their troop, that's over 1.5 million cans.
Okay, I get your point. But how is taking down Betty going to help all the other nonprofits? You may get your revenge, but at what cost to the community?
And I get your point. That just means that we need to get bids from other recycling companies and see if we can find a community organizer who doesn't scare people into helping. Maybe it could be Chuck. He had good ideas. I don't want to take Betty down. I just want a fair playing field.
Well, maybe with someone like Chuck, we could have more people helping.
There you go. Eggs and toast?
That'd be great.
Good morning, early birds.
Morning, Sally.
Good morning, honey. Did you sleep in?
A little. What's for brunch?
Eggs and toast.
And bacon?
We're out.
Oh, that's sad. So how was the beach cleanup?
Good.
Lorna got yelled at by Betty, the organizer, and now she wants to take her out.
Of course she did.
But we met a nice man named Chuck, and he belongs to a group that apparently has discriminatory practices.
Where's Tim?
Getting acupuncture.
Smart man.
Are donations to nonprofits on public record?
That depends.
On what?
Oh, on how much is donated, to whom, and a bunch of other things. Why?
I think Betty is hiding something.
Betty Thorogren? From Eco Scrap? That Betty?
Yeah.
And the Leona Helmsley of recycling.
See? I told you.
What?
Betty is dirty. Dirty Betty.
Oh, Betty Thorogren has been under investigation more than AIG. Finally, they changed the ownership of Eco Scrap to her husband because no one would do business with her for fear of having their manufacturing businesses investigated.
What'd she do? Why was she being investigated?
Well, this is, a little early in the morning, but for starters, she was dumping non-hazardous waste inappropriately. There are limits to the amount of non-hazardous waste a company can claim, and she lied in her reporting. She crossed the threshold several times to protect the manufacturing base.
Why isn't she in jail?
I think it's because her penalties didn't include jail. I think she's just got monetary fines and penalties and things like that.
Wow. That seems so...
dirty.
She's not exactly known for her scruples.
But how did they catch her? Was there a whistleblower, or did they do surprise inspections, or what?
Guys, I really don't remember now. I think she was just under investigation by the EPA.
Can we put her under investigation?
What? Why?
I don't know yet.
Nasty disposition doesn't count.
But if it did...
Fraud!
Who are you going to report it to? Do you have any hard evidence? Witnesses willing to come forward?
Not yet.
Then all you have right now, sweetheart, is a bruised ego. All for just wanting to do your part for the community. How about I make it up to you? We go to a museum or a show or something.
What? No! How can you think of that now?
Annie?
Sorry, my husband's only in town for another 36 hours, and we have our own making up to do.
They still have him on the road? Where now?
Atlanta for another 2 weeks.
Lorna, where are you going?
I have research to do first. Then I'm making a plan. Clearly, I'm the only one who is concerned about this. Want to know what I came up with?
Okay.
7 nonprofits and charities benefit from Betty's cleanup initiatives every year,
Yes.
to the tune of $500,000 a year.
Each?
No, all together.
But still.
Thank you! That was my reaction, so I dug deeper.
And?
It's not all in recycling. It's in the labor as well. That's how it's listed, at least.
Let me see. That doesn't make sense. Come in. Did you show this to Sally?
No, she's in court all day, this whole week. I didn't want to bug her with it.
But these numbers are crazy. 100 and 150 volunteers per site cleanup? 1,000 pounds of cans and bottles? What? This is Ohlone Island, not Detroit or Pittsburgh.
Cleveland is pretty bad, too.
Really?
Yeah, my cousins live there.
But I still don't get it.
People just don't care. I guess at some point it just becomes overwhelming.
No, I don't get these numbers.
Now do you believe me? I'm telling you, dirty Betty. She's just got to be using this for her own benefit.
Right, but how?
I think she's still hiding the manufacturer's threshold for waste disposal or something.
Then it's like Sally said, you have to have hard evidence.
Do you have Chuck's phone number?
No, but we could get it. Why? He's not going to want to help. His group would really lose out.
No, but if you're there with him, you can see how much is really picked up and how many people are really there.
But where do they take the recycling to?
I'm sure to EcoScrap.
They're over by the west side where all those warehouses are, right?
Yep.
Let's go look at it.
I better go get my camera, just in case. It's up on the left there.
It seems so desolate.
They probably have all their trucks out doing pickups. The early morning and late afternoon probably brings in the most traffic.
Do they just separate out the materials, you think? Then it gets sent to other manufacturing sites to be reused or melted down?
I don't know. What are we looking for?
Evidence.
Annie, we're not going to see evidence. Not like this. We'd have to get inside, go into their books, take pictures of the waste and stuff.
Okay, let's go.
What's gotten into you? We can't just waltz in and start taking pictures.
We could if we were writing an article about EcoScrap and how they're the model community organizers, and we want to put Betty forth to get community recognition.
What have I done to you? Okay, let's go. Just make sure that we only talk to the manager and not the Thorogrens. Hi, my name is Lorna Tollison.
How can I help you?
I'm a writer for several Bay Area publications.
Oh, no, you have to go through the main office.
No, we're here to do an article on the community organizing, and we're putting forth Betty Thorogren for a community award for her work on her cleanup initiatives. She's not actually supposed to know about it.
Who are you with again?
I'm an independent writer for the Ohlone magazine and the Ohlone Times.
All right. What do you want to know?
Is it okay if we get some basic photos of the place as well?
Okay.
Thanks, Annie. Now, Betty seems to have this cleanup down to a science. Has she gotten you guys, the staff here, involved in the initiative as well?
Not a lot. We just load and unload here. Betty handles this all by herself. Finds the buyers, takes care of the pickups. It's all Betty.
Oh, gosh. How are we going to do this?
Do what?
I just want to get the shots of the trucks rolling back from the sites and frame the story around a group-type effort. We'll just,
Hang on. Let me check the item here. Well, we got a load here coming in tonight that goes for the initiative, but I'm not sure which site it's from. They'll be in Bay 4 here.
Tonight? You mean tomorrow?
Nope. It's coming tonight, 10 p.m.
Okay, then. Well, this is a great starting point. Can I drop back by if I have any questions?
Sure. When does this come out?
Oh, not until next month. Thank you so much.
You betcha.
Mum's the word. Annie?
Oh, thanks. It was nice meeting you. Great space.
Did you get a lot of photos?
Oh, yeah. I don't know what any of them are, but I definitely got photos.
He told me he was expecting a shipment tonight of recycling that's earmarked for the initiative.
But the cleanup isn't until tomorrow.
Exactly. Which means it's coming from another source, being labeled under our island's crap. That's so bogus. It makes you wonder who's getting the payoff money to keep their mouths shut about it.
Holy crap, Lorna. We can't be the only people who've noticed the numbers being so way off like that. We should go to Ohlone Industries and see what they have to say about this.
Yes, but I think we should wait until after tonight and go tomorrow. I'll go home and see what I can find out from Ohlone Industries' website, and then we'll head out to see where the extra recycling materials are coming from around 9:30.
I don't think you should come with me tomorrow for the cleanup. I think it'll look strange if you show back up again. I'll just go and see if Chuck's group can use an extra set of hands. Maybe you could hang back and get the photos of Betty's trucks as they leave.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Anne, thank you so much for helping us out this morning. I really think this is going to catch on, helping those who can't be here.
I'm so glad it worked out. Oh, and I forgot to ask you, which charity did your scouts choose?
They decided to put it towards the Family First charities.
Not the elderly or mentally ill or even the island ASBCA, but Family First? That makes no sense.
The boys chose it.
Did you explain to them? Well, I see.
Isn't that your friend over there? What was her name?
Laura.
Oh, right. She didn't help out today?
No, she's, she's just out taking pictures, from her car. Look at that. I gotta go now. Bye.
Why are you calling me? You're 100 yards away.
They can see you taking pictures. Don't look at me.
What are you talking about?
I'm going to get in my car and drive home. You need to hide or find some place inconspicuous to take the photos. Chuck saw you, and I think he may be in on this.
But I thought you were going with me to follow the truck.
No, I can't now. I don't want Chuck to tip off Betty.
Well, listen, Sally contacted the attorney who brought those charges against Betty and EcoScrap in the first place.
Okay, well, come over and get me when you get home. I want to hear all about it.
Will do. Sally, go ahead and tell Annie what you told me.
What, that it's Saturday and I'm supposed to be able to sleep in?
About that attorney, John Bennett?
Oh, yeah. He brought up charges against EcoScrap twice. Once for hazardous waste violations. He's a huge thorn in Betty's backside, so I contacted him to see if he had any insights to this community cleanup front that Betty's running.
A cleanup front? What did he say?
Actually, he was very interested. You know the photos you guys took of that Whitehurst dump truck at EcoScrap?
Yeah?
Bennett has been after them as well for violating threshold regulations or something.
Holy crap! So Betty's taking Whitehurst's extra waste and billing it under Ohlone's waste.
3-card Monty.
Who?
Exactly.
So what do we do?
Who's Three-Eyed Monty?
He's a car dealer in Vegas. Very famous. I can't believe you don't know him.
What does a car dealer from Vegas have to do with this? Ooh, is Betty in the mob?
No, 3-card Monty is a street game, like the game where you put a pebble under a nutshell and you move them all around and try to guess where it is.
Right. Oh, okay. But what's Bennett's deal? Is he trying to bill himself as the Lone Green Ranger?
Something like that.
Is he like an environmental ambulance chaser?
Yeah, well, let's just say Betty and EcoScrap are easy targets. Bennett wants to build his business.
So do we have to start a lawsuit against her?
No. Please just keep your name out of it. Just turn those photos over to Bennett and let him pass them off as his own. It'll take time for them to report their disposal and recycle amounts to the donations. In the meantime, Bennett will build his case. It could take actually up to a year.
Well, that's a letdown. Maybe we could contact Chuck and see if he wants to take it over and see if Ohlone Industries... Oh, wait, Annie. Why did you say you thought Chuck was in on it?
Well, I don't think he's in on it, really. I just think he's not the man for the job. I don't think he's really into it for the whole community. Just his pet projects.
Community cleanup is such a messy job. What have we come to that we're fighting over garbage?
No, you guys are fighting over garbage. I'm volunteering for a higher pursuit, the library, and if I'm late, old Mrs. Pickens gets her panties in a wad.
No, that's just how they fit in her butt.
Tune in next week for another episode of the Line Mysteries, presented by Billibatt Productions, written by M. Sailor Billings, and theme music by Tim Lindeen. To learn more about the show and our cast, visit our website at www.ohlinemysteries.com. The Ohlone Mysteries is an original work of fiction. Any resemblance between events, locations, or characters herein and real persons, living or otherwise, events or locations is purely coincidental.
Dirty. I need a plan.
Drink your coffee.
I need a plan.
Drink your coffee.
I need a plan.
Drink your coffee.
Yes.